Meg frustrated after CEO Antinori prohibits her from serving as an envoy due to her evil character. Like many of us ladies, Meghan enjoys a glass of wine, and the wife of Prince Harry even named her former lifestyle blog Tig after the Tiano, an Italian blended red wine. Way back in 2012, Meghan told Today, "At the end of the long day, there is nothing I enjoy more than a glass of wine. I used to be a part of the group of it doesn't matter so long as it's red persuasion. But then I grew up, and so did my palate." The name has a personal connection to Meghan, as it was inspired by her favorite wine. Tiano was first produced in the early 1970s by Piero Antinori, whose family began making wine in 1003. It has won awards around the world. Specifically, its red wine blend of predominantly Sangiovese, which come Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc mixed in Markel, said it was a slight spell that the sip of the wine suddenly made her understand what people meant by body, legs, structure of wine. "It was an aha moment at its finest," she wrote, and so the Tig became Markel's shorthand for the feeling of suddenly understanding. Maybe that's the original blog she shamelessly stole the name from and just had to come up with her some clever Meghan-related, personalized, unique, amazing story attached to it. Some believe that she stole the name tag from a popular blog called The IT Girl. She's always stealing something. Men, recipes, clothing, jewelry, people all have to serve a purpose for her. Then, once their usefulness is over, they all go to the discarded pile. It is not surprising that the Tigwin is not scrambling for endorsement. Why would they want to associate themselves with her? She did what she always does. Gloria to Chloe, Harry to H, Chilo the Tank. I don't know why she feels the need to slice down a complete identity to a cute nickname that takes away from them to suit whatever needs she may have. Maybe that's why her friends called her Nutmeg. Now, after all the contracts failed, Meghan contacted CEO Antinori to ask for Slain Mulel brand ambassador list. However, her demand was ignored. Tiana isn't exactly cheap. So, not surprising. They don't want to be associated with a grifter. No one has respect for the thieving grifter. Meanwhile, the brand is said to be lining up Mike Tittle for the role. Mike Tittle will be selling signed bottles of his own gin for £60 ride to the Queen's granddaughter Zara Tittle. It's not known if Mr. Tittle's grandmother-in-law was the inspiration for the new special boot. The brand is called Black Eye, created in partnership with fellow former rugby star James Haskell. Don't you think it's interesting that Meghan wasn't even given the brand ambassadorship for a beloved lightbulb moment? Tiano experienced the one which propelled her into influence her stratospheric success. Are they cringing at her association with the brand? Yes. To be an influencer for a wine brand, you need to be able to have pool with numbers of people following sales conversations to clicks. But most importantly for Paul, you need someone who knows wine and is respected for the knowledge to be able to sell it. Her story is one where it wasn't so much about the wine, but more about the lack of knowledge about wines previously, which led her to understand wines a little more. Who's going to be influenced by a higher priced wine who doesn't already know at least as much or more than her? I heard that the story and thought it was clearly a bad story to name her blog The Tig to make it sound profound, but couldn't find out why. I later learned that she stole the name as she steals everything or mirrors everything that she can't draw as an influence for wine. Moreover, Meghan has talked on more than one occasion about dealing with problems by taking to a bed with a bottle of red wine and a loaf of bread. Anyway, I'm not sure that's the image they would want to be associated with.